Alright. It's time for us to check out this whatever what is it? The brand new thing that they're talking about, which is apparently going to be some closure for Amphoreus. Some closure for me as well as everyone else. Is it here? Where should I teleport? Oh yeah, there is a side quest over here. As I've written. Okay. Here goes nothing. Let's see what is the epilogue, I guess. Oh man, that shit good. Some memory. Hi, miss me yet? Welcome to the story we wrote together. This page of eternity exists because of you. Because of you. Good joke. You're still here, yeah. What's up? What happened? The young girl smiled faintly. She had foreseen that at this moment you would hesitate, sigh, and pose a question. A moment later, you two regained your sense. The girl before you was nothing more than an ink trace left from the past. Able only to carry a message, unable to exchange words. I see. Sorry, this was the only way I could leave you a message. We've come such a long way together on the path of remembrance, even though the Amphoreus in my memories will forever continue its cycle, stealing the iron tube in the past. Okay, so I guess this whole quest won't be voiced at all. But those who remember you, this story and this eternal garden will always stay by your side as part of as I've written, continuing to trailblaze with its Astral Express. The girl paused for a moment, blinking her eyes. Well, we'll meet again soon, I hope. Even though it's hard to guess what you were thinking, a heartfelt thank you would surely make the little flower in your heart bloom. Thank you. Oh, that's right. If you have time, can you visit me in that little village in the memory? Who knows, I may have prepared a little pink present for you. Really? Jeez, okay. Alright, so this is Exotail. Oh, everybody is here. They just hang out here now. Okay, cool. Seems fun to interact with them, I'm sure. But let's get on with the quest. Alright. Where are we going? No. Up here, huh? This garden is the final page of as I've written. Indeed. There's Finon, Nasa, and Akea. Probably a fun interaction over there. You see the nebula blooms with radiance, tracing the silhouette of a garden. A newborn world is about to sprout. This scene is the ending of as I've written, and also the origin point of Amphoreus in the real world. One day it will give birth to true life. The people in the memory will be born one by one, waiting for you tomorrow. Stars breathe silently. You are certain that the fruit of Amphoreus has been planted. I see. But I mean, they will come back. I mean, the rest of the Chrysos Heir will at least come back. But what about Cyrene, though? What about its cause? Until that day comes, and it continues, endless possibilities unfold beneath your feet on only the memory. Only the memory remains in yesterday. Yep. Yeah, perhaps there's still something again. You recall the promise of Trailblaze. The story of Flame Chase will echo across the star. People will remember that Amphoreus was a brilliant, magnificent world. You think you can let more people read the book, preserving the memories of this world. If you do this, the causality will become more stable. You can't be certain, but you're willing to believe. What matters is that this is a promise shared between you and many others. Alright. Let's see the plan here. We're just going to go up and tell the stories and then make sure that it is known throughout the cosmos for real. Alright, let's see. What are we talking about? So I've written, there's the book. And of course, my jukebox is playing a really sad song. So, you're saying you want to mass print the text of as I've written and publish it as a book. Not a bad idea. However, any publication on the intrastral network must go through the IPC's channel. I'm not sure how your dad feel about this. I mean, we have allies. You can use them. We've already discussed the details on this project with the Business Consolidation Department. The verdict is approved for execution. Okay, good. Thanks to our experience in Gerulo 6, we were able to close this deal rather than focusing on short-term gain. Establishing a model of preservation will be more beneficial for long-term development. Besides, safeguarding new and growing civilization is precisely what the Strategic Investment Department was made to do. According to Dr. Ratio, establishing a consistent understanding of Amphoreus across the cosmos will aid this future to a certain degree. Of course, you guys will take the opportunity to try and establish a connection with the newly born Amphoreus eventually, right? God damn it, IPC. That's right, the IPC, the Interstellar Peace Entertainment will handle the publication of As I've Written, and the IPC will cover all related expenses. As for liaising with the various planets, we'll leave that to the Nameless. Oh, really? Okay. I see you long be prepared, as expected of the throne of worlds of Amphoreus. Perhaps soon it'll be time for the young one to take charge of the Express. Don't sound so weary. Well, we got plenty of youth left. Even though the IPC is helping out knowing you definitely want to go check it out yourself, right? Go ahead then and sow the seeds of civilization. Create a story that belongs to you. Very well, Himiko. Alright, won't let you guys down. Keep going, it's like an unwritten rule among the nameless. Fast forward and see it through to the end. Alright, let's go. Okay, we're going to Belobog. Okay. Belobog wasn't affected much. Meet the Supreme Guardian. Bronya and Sele. Hey guys. Been a while, but you were coming, so I invited Sele as well. Sela as well. The kids at the orphanage are too scared to even go outside now because of the destruction. Never mind that. What do you want to talk about? This book. He recounted the story behind the book and the current state of Amphoreus. I heard the whole cosmos was shaken up by what you did. Pretty impressive how you managed to sort everything out. Thanks to Miss Topaz, anti-ion tomb vaccine, and our timely shutdown of the Empire and engine of creation, Belobog was able to avoid another crisis. Thankfully, the corruption is fine for them. Don't worry, the reconstruction plan hasn't been affected, but I must say, even a tiny ripple in the universe becomes a tsunami when it reaches frontier planet. Same goes for Amphoreus, as a similarly developing civilization. They're willing to contribute to its future. Goodwill is like a torch, can only burn brighter when it is passed on. I'm not one for fancy word, but I'll help you. Alright, I got something to ask you. Come with me later. Sure. Don't ask, just be there. I'm not playing around. Okay, Zila. What's up? Oh! I remember, finally here. My legs are going numb. Oh god, what happened? What happened to Hook? I heard from Clara that she was using Gigatron to help with mining, but the power was too much. And she fell and broke her leg. Oh god. I'm afraid she won't be able to take interstellar flights anymore. She wants to hear you fresh stories from beyond the sky so she won't have any regrets. Ah. I guess we can talk about Amphoreus. Yeah, does that thing really pack that much power? Just take it as the truth. Don't worry too much about the detail. We'll have Hook out, right? Well, since you all say so. Retell the story of the book to Hook sentence by sentence, especially those thrilling adventure parts, naturally done in the voice of a bad sprite. Wowza, Legends, Galaxies, Giant Monster. So cool. I knew there's so many interesting things beyond the sky, but Julian and others wouldn't believe me. I'm gonna tell them right now. Book sprang up from the bed with a whoosh and dashed away in a flash. Oh, nice. Perhaps your story was so fascinating that it killed her without any treatment. How does that work? I thought her leg was broken. I admit, I was just playing around earlier. She just wanted to see you. Children are like that. Ah, I see. Well, at least she's okay. You get going. Keep an eye on Hook. Make sure she doesn't pull any weird stunt. What a baby. Tasha, how are you? Children's energy seem endless. To be young. By the way, the book seems really interesting. Would you mind sharing a copy with me? Next time a child is being difficult, I can use it to comfort them. Feels like you're treating this like a fairy tale. What's wrong with fairy tale? The story contains defiance, courage, and love. Exactly the qualities children should learn. Besides, I think fairy tale is quite challenging. You must believe in the existence of beautiful things to write about them. In my opinion, sometimes adults need fairy tales even more than children do. And you are goddamn right, guys. Tasha, you need some whimsy in your life, people. Since you've said so, thank you. Now, could you sign this for me? Another little message too. There's a word for this. Ah, yes, book signing. Okay. Consider this practice for future book signing. Message, what should I write? We'll meet again among the stars. Alright. Well written. This makes me the first owner of your exclusive signed copy. I will pass this book down through generation, 500 years, 1000 years, as long as children keep growing up. And children's children have children, it will never be forgotten. After all, something must be remembered like that, Supreme Guardian. Like all the acts of defiance that occur among the stars. Indeed. Dr. Natasha, I brought them. What's that book? I can't remember all the details in it. Well then, shall I tell you the story again? Oh, that's cute. Oh, the kids are excited about the Amphoreus now. Amphoreus. That's so talking about the 6 moons. Amphoreus have 6 moons. Huh. Pretty cool. Genzo time. Alright. Fusion was also in that battle. And there she is. So, oh, the Yao Guang. So, Janice saw the great changes are coming. Why not join the Yukwe as the Master Diviner? That way I could catch a breather too. General Yao Guang must be joking. If I stay on the Luofu, I'm sure to inherit the position of General. If I transfer to Yukwe, I'd be nothing but a mere Master Diviner for life. How could I not see which path holds more promise? You're pretty ambitious, huh, Fushun? Junior Solar optimism is truly delightful. Looks like optimistic general is a Luofu specialty. What is wrong? I did not press auto. Cyclone. What perfect timing. I was just about to visit the Astro Express. What's the matter? He recounted the story and the current state of Amphoreus. Yep. I need some drinking there. Before obtaining this book, I only knew that golden blood was reaped in this battle, and thus it was deemed a great victory. I did not know that within that golden blood lay such a stirring and tragic story. It certainly did. It certainly did. And what did you guys really do anything? Anyway, what did the Jianzhou do? Shortly after the fall of High Tomb, the Alliance gathered all the generals to discuss their next course of action. The record in this book should provide with additional info. Okay, what we do? Rest assured, whether through operas, storytelling, or crosstalk, the Luofu never lacks ways to spread stories to capture people's heart. Besides, the Alliance has been fighting battles everywhere in recent years. There's been plenty of tales about their valors and victories. The word hero already carries weight in people's heart. The faithful adaptation of this book, written within the Alliance, is most definitely assured. From what you've said, if we want it to be remembered throughout the cosmos, the Luofu alone may not be enough. Yeah, we need the entire Jianzhou. This matter required the Skyfaring Commission assistance. Go talk to Yuko. Alright. Alright. Which one? Anything less? Say before we go? Okay, so this is the same sentence. So I didn't miss much if I skip over Natasha and Bronya. Okay, Miss Yukong. What do she think? Yukong? False Sky sealed by Pantheon. An exploration of challenging taboos, one after another. Sounds like some kind of fable. I can make you a promise that the Skyfaring Commission will provide its full support for matters relating to as I've written. From now on, the connection between Zhenzou's ships will grow even closer. And I'll have merchant vessel export the book to our allied fleet. With the convenience of the Whistling Flame Gale, this matter should be handled quite smoothly. Though the Luofu emerged victorious in the Battle of Iron Tomb, we do not escape unscathed, because every turn is only a blessing. Yeah, thanks to all of my friends. Especially Sparkle. I can't believe Sparkle saved us in the end there. Back when I was a pilot, I used to go on adventures everywhere with my companion in our starscape. Even though we always managed to get out of sticky situation, we inevitably get a stern talking to when we return. Those were the reckless days of some of my youth. If I had to choose again, I'd probably walk the same path. Same as a account of the trailblaze in your book. I'd like to ask you a personal question. What do you think about this journey to Amphoreus? What do I think? Well, it was definitely an unforgettable journey, especially Finon's arc. Holy heck, that was the peakest of peak. And what an unforgettable journey it is. I can tell you you'll cherish this memory for a long time. Memory is quite a peculiar thing. Sometimes I even think it's a prank by the Foley. Whether Foxian, the Celestial, or Viadra, they all possess lifespan far beyond blah blah for us history. Whether Foxian, the Celestial, or the Viadra, they all possess lifespan far beyond those of shortless beasts. One of the downsides is that it's not easy to forget. For us, history feels like it happened yesterday. It's precisely because the memories of war remain vivid and just vigilant and ready. The Legion is growing restless and a fierce battle seems inevitable. We cannot and dare not let our guard down. Look at me, what am I saying? Be the aeons of the war. These topics are too grand. We should let them consume too much of our thoughts. Regarding the book, I will do my utmost and won't let these heroic deeds be buried by the stars. Okay. The final or the Jing one. Anymore. That day he left in disgrace, bearing thorns and apology. Today he returns bathed in blood, triumphant, renounce his homeland. Oh, it's talking about my day. We shall not speak of the second pomp of Idonia, but of Medemos, the Baptist warden and Vickers, the name Mayday. The name Mayday that signifies a foe that no more could withstand, as well as a foe whom none among 10,000 could overcome. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't even see the text. Okay, he's just talking about Mayday. To the countless cycles of people, it's not to reveal the truth of Amphoreus. Want to know what happens next? Stay tuned for the next chapter. Alright. Where are we going now? Visit the Monument of the Three Nameless. Penacony. Here we go. Oh man. Miss this place. What are we meeting? Are we really going to the grave? I mean the monument. There you go. Micah. Micah always welcomes visitors. For those who lose their way, he never fails to point them in the right direction. But there's no confusion in your expression. I'm guessing you're not here for answers. Nope. I'm here to tell a story. That's right. Together with another author, I wrote a book about the Trailblaze journey. This time, I'm here to tell that story. I want to share this experience with those who came before. For those who came before. I mean, it's for those who came after. Alright. Let's tell them what kind of story this really is. Yeah, so much has happened in 4 years. How could I sum it all up with just a few words? This story, I'm afraid, it's going to take a while. Let's start with the world of Amphoreus. Well, it's a world where hero rises. World on the brink of extinction, yet aiming with heroes. Flame chase journey, the Chrysos Heir march on, one after another, whilst mortals stood united. This is a note celebrating humanity, hero's journey. And now for the meaning of this journey. Let the closed world embrace the stars. For your arrival in forest was virtually unknown. Thanks to the Express, it broke free from its cage and raced towards the star. Trailblaze isn't just about moving forward, it's also the responsibility of connecting world. After this stop, you seem to better understand the conviction behind Achilles' departure. Did Mikhail feel the same way when he stayed in Penacony back then? Looks like this is Trailblaze. Starting point for our next destination. I made up my mind. Let me start from the beginning. Spent countless moments in this dream within a dream. As the story ended, a certain emotion in your heart grew stronger, a burning ember. News doesn't travel as fast in dreams. Every plot twist in this story caught me completely off guard. Thanks. I guess that's all that needs to be said. I think Mikhail would be proud of you all. Yeah, it was quite a journey, Micah. Robin! The journey against the destruction and the stories behind it should be known by more people. I know a few publishers who can make dream bubbles based on sample books and put them on the market in Penacony. However, as you know, Penacony is a realm wrapped in syrup. I worry that epic tales of heroes might be too heavy for those living in dreams. I get you. I really get you. All we can do is put it on the shelf. Whether it survives the competition, there are too many uncertainties. But I think you should just follow what your heart tells you. We can only tell stories they truly believe in. Once you've made up your mind, go see Dr. Edward. I'll convince Mr. OT to help out. See you later. Bye-bye, Robin. In Penacony, dreams must conform to reality. And, as I've written, is no exception. But will you choose? Lucky for you, this is a dreamscape where furniture can talk. Why not hear what they have to say? Oh, okay. A vase with flowers in it. As you approach, a languid voice echoes. Dear Captain, do you remember me? I've been watching you for quite a while. Tell me your story and I'll teach you about niche art. As long as you immerse yourself in your own world, you won't get hurt. Okay. How about you? The vintage dial phone stares at you, occasionally rolling its eyebrows. Did you know that I wasn't always a dial phone? I used to be a now, but I'm not an owl anymore. I'm a dial phone. Wanna take a guess why? If you know, you know, and oh well, no one of explaining will help. We just need to get out of Penacony. Yep. What about you guys? You approach the control console, and the full control lever wiggle excitedly, waving at you. Captain, look at me! I'm the control stick, and I'm an expert at controlling hearts. Trust me, just tweak the ending a tiny bit to make it less perfect, and people will absolutely go crazy for it. The control stick shakes, making loud clicking noise. Huh, okay. Collect your thoughts. You take the furniture's advice to heart, which provides practically zero guidance. Basically, there was nothing there. Looks like it's up to you to make the final verdict. After all, you're the one who lives through this story. Should I make some changes? As you know, nothing is taken seriously in Penacony. Even heroes' tale of blood and tears are just a casual gossip in it. You remember Clocky, Brother Hanu, Miss Note? We were all living legend once. If SF written gets passed down in the same mocking way, maybe it will work. I believe in Amphoreus. Yes, the answer was crystal clear from the start. The story of the three nameless is the best proof of that, isn't it? What are we going to do about this? Love, friendship, rage, regret. Such a tiny dream bubble contains such complex emotion. It's like pouring a whole bottle of vodka into a dahlia. Thank you for providing the memories. Here's my verdict. It's bound to be a huge hit. Even if the results aren't what we expected, I can still have the heroes tap dance in the vortex of Genesis. That'll be just the biggest success. Just kidding. Rest assured, I'm a professional dream bubble collector. I know what can and can't be successful. And so, the written was published in Penacony. Some guess the alfalfa was right, but some guess the alfalfa was behind it, and they were wrong. With such a big favor ready for the taking, why not use it? Let the young folk keep stirring things up. Who knows? Maybe they'll really actually change the universe one day. You know, even an appearance from OT. Oh, we have a critic over here. Alright. Eartha Space Station. The researchers are still as busy as ever. If this is space station, I know. Asta. What's up? We're really going through everybody, huh? Right, let's send the damaged ship to Pierpoint and have the IPC foot the bill. Of course, there's a lot of damage happening to your ships. Oh, if it isn't you guys. Perfect timing, I got good news and bad news. Which one would you like to hear first? The good news? You remember that star note I gave you? Good news is that I got one from a space pirate. But his fleet was dispatched to fight against the Iron Tomb and that star note was destroyed. Oh, okay. I reposted my purchase over there. But it'll be tough to find another seller anytime soon for a ship of that size. Well, that's too bad. Actually, I'm here for Iron Tomb too. He recounted the story behind Aesafrit and the current state of Amphoreus. I have to say that this idea is way more interesting than the researcher's project. It's a shame you don't need funding, or I'd definitely invest a few 100 billion credits. You don't have to a star. I took an elective called History of Frontier Planet back in my student days. The professor warned us on the first day not to take everything at face value. He was at exaggerated elements to the local hero legends, claiming that ancestor bloodlines are inherited from some aeon. Eventually having an extraordinary origin story became quite the trend. But isn't that how stories work? Even when enough people believe in them, they gradually become reality. I'll get the book added to the space station required reading list. The researcher may not be interested in mythology, but once they hear it's Madame Herta's project, they'll get as excited as Peppy seeing a spacesuit. Yeah, that's one way to make them convinced to read the books. Speaking of which, where is she? Yeah, can we see her? Madame Herta has overexerted herself. She still needs some time to recover. Who said that? Hey there, little Herta. A mere Lord Ravager isn't enough to make me overexert myself. I just wasn't online, that's all. The IPC keeps pestering me about forming some alliance. I got tired of their nagging, so I just turned on auto answering mode. Alright, you. I've got some more good news. After Iron Tomb fell, the scepter was ruined, but Screw and I managed to salvage a majority of data. Woo! Okay. Time for the meat and potato, guys. They are crucial for the newborn Amphoreus. Well, let's call it that for now. If things go smoothly, the world's evolution can skip its inorganic life phase and take a big step forward. Besides, the last extrapolation record, the one when you acted as the Wolverine Titan, is crucial. The Trailblaze will replace the destruction and purify this world. Screwy has signed a special agreement with the IPC. They will closely monitor the state of Amphoreus for a while. Okay. So what happened to Cyrene then? What about her? Yeah. They seem very concerned about that. The ... Oh boy. As the heart of the scepter, she too filled the cosmos in the instant when Iron Tomb swept across all of its existence. She became the memories of the stars. The surging imaginary energy enabled her to create a miracle. With herself as the cradle, she closed the cycle of causality in Amphoreus, making a world emerge from the memory zone. Of course, I know you just want to hear the outcome. Let me put it this way. She's just sleeping. Sleep. Maybe she'll open her eyes again as a pink memo sprite and once again embark on a journey to meet you. But that had already happened in the past. In her subjective time, everything has become eternal. She was smiling when she left, so don't be sad. She'd tell you the same if she were here. Is she really gone then? That doesn't sound like a yes or no answer at all, Herta. What the hell? Man. I guess Siren's just that, huh? A bit of a bummer, but it's an understandable ending for Cyrene. How long until a new Amphoreus is born? I can't make any promise. The planet will gradually become how you remember it to be, but no one can tell when that'll be. It might take 1,000 Ember eras, or it might only take a year or two. The only thing for certain is that what you are doing will surely hasten its growth. Okay. My advice is continue the journey. Be prepared for the worst, but keep hope in your heart. You know that if there's one thing the world of Amphoreus isn't short of, it's miracles. Okay. So what is the prime mover of life? Man, I guess been talking about this. Screwy and I have reached a consensus on that. Regrettably, the answer given by the scepter is indeed destruction. You can find a more detailed discussion in the database, but that's not Amphoreus' answer, and I don't imagine it's yours either. I have my own insight on this, which I've written in the annotation. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, you can make it your own research topic. Huh. Well, I guess that's that. And I'll disconnect for now. A lot of stuff to deal with. Herta, signing off. Madam Herta has actually been thinking about Amphoreus all this time. The last time she couldn't stop talking about something was when we contained the Stellaron. Leave the book to us. I'll contact you again when we have news. Cool. Return to the express and bring this journey to a close. Oh, I guess we're at the end. Wait. At last, your journey of sewing has reached its end. Return to the Extra Express. Looking back, the Amphoreus you spoke of has taken root deep across the universe, quietly awaiting the day will sprout. Perhaps this is the final step of Genesis. March. What are you spacing out for? Oh, you guys. Of course, after all, we three trailblazed through Amphoreus together. I ran my heart out for this. I received a message from March when I was leaving Thalassa, so I came back with her. He ran into some trouble on Chrysos. And they really just put 2 other planets that we didn't go. When the game started, I'm already shy as it is, and then the synesthesia beacon had to break down. Thank goodness Dan Hung can speak the Clayese language. Also, I discovered a new species is semi-chimeras on Spindle 3. What? They just existed outside now? Does that mean there could be planets completely filled with dromas? Probably? Huh. Let's wait for Himeko and Mr. Yang to come back before we do a full debrief. Should rest for now, you look tired. See you in a bit. The world has never been so quiet. It is just thought you could hear the sound of heartbeats. This is the final story you write for Amphoreus, only fate knows when it will respawn. But you know, whether it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I wrote that. Cyrene! Okay. What happened there? Oh well. Whew. I guess that's it, huh? We got some reassurance for the story. An eternal page. We play that new song. Where is it? Is it in the last one? No, it's not. What is this? Oh, that's that. Is there anything on the radio actually? If I'm not mistaken, they did mention that there was some information from the radio, right? Let's listen to the radio. Can I play this in English actually?
We are here to bring you the latest news from across the cosmos.
Hey,
Through the combined efforts of multiple factions, the menace of the Lord Ravager, known as Iron Tomb, has been successfully neutralized.
yep.
The Intelligentsia Guild reports its first observation of a newly formed celestial body, designated as Amphoreus, which
Just
has
a new
since been officially
planet, I
incorporated into
guess.
astral charts.
Okay, Amphoreus is real now.
Reborn Initiative has officially entered its third phase, as Benzaitengoku continues to make remarkable strides.
Benzaitengoku.
Revitalization.
What is that?
A hacking
It's a
incident
new
has
planet.
targeted the new Eden 3 mining facility, with investigators confirming the Stellaron Hunters as the
New
perpetrators.
Eden Tree.
Let's take a closer look at the details.
New Eden Tree.
In recent developments,
Okay.
the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, once a scourge upon the universe, has been decisively crushed.
Yeah, we did that.
In a joint operation spearheaded by the Interastral Peace Corporation and supported by the Astral Express, Cienjo Alliance, Genius Society, and numerous other forces, the civilizations of the universe.
The Galaxy Ranger was not mentioned.
Over the destruction.
This marks the fall of yet another Lord Ravager, following the Galaxy Rangers' defeat of Zulo.
Okay, because you guys were handling
With its
Zulo.
reach spanning the cosmos, Iron Tomb delivered devastating blows to countless worlds. In response to this catastrophe, the Interastral Peace Corporation took decisive action, overseeing the restoration of all affected planets.
Okay.
The broad-spectrum vaccine
The IPC is
developed by the
doing the
Technology
vaccine
Department
thing.
has been confirmed to effectively prevent Iron Tomb infections. For star zones
Cool.
without medical coverage, the IPC will distribute vaccines in phases. Residents are urged to remain calm.
Okay, good thing the virus is contained.
A mysterious but benign data stream assisted in purging the remaining virus. On every
Oh.
affected device, it left a single message. Hello, world.
Oh, Cyrene did that.
Interastral Peace Corporation
The miracle happened.
thanks to this anonymous protector and salutes all frontline workers for their dedication.
I mean, she used the power of remembrance to do that.
As the firm pillar supporting civilized society, the IPC is committed to advancing operations against
That's
the
what
anti-matter
happened, huh?
legion. Stay tuned for ongoing coverage. We wish for good news ahead. Now that the Iron Tomb crisis has subsided, a kindling of civilization, nurtured by the remembrance, has been lit in the cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
According to information provided by the Nameless, IPC representatives have learned that this newborn planet is called Amphoreus.
Dr. Veritas Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild stated that, according to the Xandar recurrence theorem, Amphoreus will inevitably give rise to civilization.
Okay.
And its Memoria content will serve as a key foundation for the evolution of that civilization.
Cool.
Through reverse engineering of the scepter fragments, Genius Society members number 76, Mr. Screwlum, and number 83, Madam Herta, have successfully replicated a portion of the data.
Thankfully, those guys have it.
This suggests that life which once existed in this world may one day be reborn in the future.
I'm glad to know that.
The IPC will uphold the principles of the preservation and provide essential protection and guidance for this planet. The Intelligentsia Guild has invited both geniuses to collaborate on this endeavor. However, Madame Herta has yet to give a definitive response.
We remain confident that Amphoreus, in due course, will establish itself as a beacon within the cosmic community.
Understandable.
After several amber eras of relentless effort, the Worlds Reborn initiative has recently successfully entered into its third phase, marked by the extensive restoration of cultural heritage from Benzaitengoku.
Benzaitengoku. Are we going here next?
Canvas. The picturesque world of Benzaitengoku has become reality for its Imagine inhabitants, thanks to the IPC's assistance. Their
Huh?
unique artistic creations are now being shared throughout the universe.
It's from a
via
book.
the Interastral Network.
A fictional world turned into reality.
Madame Pearl, Secretary of the
Is that what they're talking about?
and current Daikokuzo, announced that the upcoming stage of the Worlds Reborn initiative will center on artistic innovation, driving robust growth in cultural sectors.
Artistic innovation.
Meanwhile, preparations for the new Lunament Festival are well underway. Established
Oh,
of elation,
Aeon of Elation.
continues to attract interest from all.
Oh my god, are we really doing Elation next?
Natural Peace Corporation wishes the ceremony every success, expressing the hope that happiness and
Benzaitengoku.
throughout all of Benzaitengoku.
Oh boy.
A short while ago, New Eden,
What about this
an
one?
important mining facility under the umbrella of the
The Stellar Hunter.
fell victim to a hacking attack.
Previously ravaged in the fight against the Legion, the planet underwent reconstruction, during which massive reserves of antimatter crystal ore were identified underground.
Following a thorough assessment, the IPC approved a development plan for the mine, believing that its high concentration of imaginary energy will provide
Imaginary
a significant
energy.
boost to the region's industrial recovery.
The head of the mining site reported receiving an anonymous warning prior to the attack. Currently, excavation has been halted due to a network outage.
Probably Silverwolf.
An investigation by the IPC's
Yeah.
cybersecurity department has confirmed that Silver Wolf, a member of the Stellaron Hunters, was behind the recent cyber attack.
Of course it would be her.
The Interastral Peace Corporation strongly condemns such acts of public property destruction and threats to cosmic security.
Oh my god, her bounty went
The
up.
bounty on Silver Wolf by 1 billion credits.
That's a lot.
We encourage all citizens of the cosmos to come forward with any information. This station will issue additional rewards to those who provide useful leads.
Yeah. Whatever
And
you
this
say.
is the end of our broadcast. Please tune in for our next episode. Thank
Oh,
you for listening.
Okay. That was
Goodbye.
lovely. That was a lovely information. Yep. Alright. I guess that's it. Right? There's nothing else for me to leave behind for Amphoreus. So, what do I think of Amphoreus? Here's the full truth. After recovering myself from the long-winded ending we had a couple of days ago, I've been thinking properly about the ending, and yeah, it's a very realistic ending, not gonna lie. But of course, something feels a little bit weird right after. I think it happened right around when Finance arc was over. As soon as that arc was over, and then we started going through the world bearing arc, that felt a bit weird. I think probably it felt very slow as well, the pacing. And then we go into Cyrene's arc where I don't know what's going on, but they really just pushed Cyrene too much. I feel the execution for Cyrene is really unfortunate. Honestly, if it were me, well, I'm not really the best writer here, of course, but if it were me, I would actually consider put at least some context about Cyrene's personal life in a different matter, the same way like Finon was introduced way earlier in 3.0, and then his arc, however, was told on a different chapter, and it's probably around the middle, well, post-middle, which is right after Aquila fight, and that was something incredible. I feel like Finon's arc was the highlight of Amphoreus, And let's not forget about Aquila fight. That fight was freaking big. Proi, really wonderful. And the final fight against Iron Tomb, hey, it has a really amazing song, alright? That Amphoreus theme, regardless if he doesn't even have any vocal, any singing song vocal at all, it's actually very thematic. It's like the ending of, I mean, it's like Amphoreus theme combining with a bunch of it. I even also like Finon's the fight against Finon. That music, man, oh my god, the guitar riff is so insane, not gonna lie. And yeah, I do enjoy Amphoreus as a whole, but for on its own for this patch, it really do feel like something is going on. Something feels messy, especially with the way they try to convey. Right, they're trying to make us care about Sarini in just a single patch is so weird. And I don't really like their marketing of Sarini. I don't know why it feels a little bit like a slight girlfriend experience. I mean, it's probably because I was expecting something different. I was expecting Alicia maybe, I don't know. But other than that, Sarini, she's fine. And I mean, I can't say much about using other characters, but so far I've been using her in, of course, in a caster's team, so it sounds a bit unfair. She seems fine. She's not really the kind to go all in right from turn 0 because she's more like a late bloomer, I think. Because as soon as you cut her out, you start steamrolling the whole fight. Really, her ult just ramps up by the end, and it became wild. So I feel like Syri is really good for. Syri isn't really good for a short fight. Is the thing that I'm seeing here. She's, however, really good for long fights, and most of that long fights are on endgame stuff, if I'm not mistaken. So there you have it. That's what I think about Amphoreus as a whole, and I'm glad that we have some closure about Cyrene and the rest of the Chrysos Heir. So we will be expecting for the Chrysos Heir to come back eventually. We don't know how long, but probably they might do it for some events that we need to go back. They're probably going to do something like that. As for Cyrene, well, Herta did not really give a actual answer, but we can hope. One can only hope, right? And other than that, we got some hints for probably our new planet. We don't know yet, but something tells me it is where we'll be going next. Benzaitengoku. Sounds very Japanese, right? And it does mention that they have a festival that is apparently originate from elation. So there you have it. I guess we're going to be elated once we go to Benzaitengoku, which is apparently another fictional world. Or is it like, it's not like Penacony and Amphoreus, is it? Because it's like, what is it? Think of it like you found this cool stuff inside a book, this world, but then the IPC decided to make Disney World. Yeah, it's like it's like IPC decided to make Disney World, but an entire planet. So it's not really like Penacony per se because it's not Memoria. It's just an entire new place. It's not really a resort. We don't know if it's a resort though. Because it's like a whole planet, I guess. An uninhabited planet probably. We will find out more about Benzaitengoku and its origin probably. We're probably going to find out how Benzaitengoku, the planet itself, will be made, as well as how it originates from apparently a fictional book. Maybe is it a book? I don't know. But it seems to talk a lot about artistic values. So I guess I can see the theme of Benzaitengoku, and it's going to be really resonate for artists out there probably. Artists of creative works probably. We'll see. We don't know really. But I'm guessing it has something to do with creative arts. And that excites me. But other than that, it seems like the Stellar Hunter is on the run as well. So that's the usual stuff. But Kafka did mention that in the in our Exotale trailer that the next time we'll be meet will be not very soon. Will be very very soon, right after we make a pit stop at Penacony, which is next update. I think we'll be meeting the Dahlia, Constance. But yeah, that's about it. Amphoreus, pretty fun. As a whole, I enjoyed Amphoreus very much. How much am I going to give a rating? I'll give it a. Let's see. What is it? I give it an 8 out of 10. I'm not really good giving ratings, but I have to turn it down a bit because of the slow moments. Because I was expecting the story to go up after Finance arc, but I guess they couldn't really do that, huh? They couldn't really nail the emotional wretch that Finance arc happened. And then things just got really slowed down, which is bummed me a bit. But then the Sarene art was fine. Her story within this whole patch, it's fine. It's not amazing. They should have made it properly. I don't know how we're supposed to be doing that, but I mean the storytelling just feels. I mean that's just Honkai's story really. The storytelling is still the biggest problem I feel. And their laziness with the model sometimes. I saw that people are complaining about some NPCs not having more detailed one like some others important NPCs, which is unfortunate. But other than that, I thoroughly enjoyed Amphoreus. There's not much for me to complain other than being nitpicky about it. And yeah, that's about it. Cannot wait for what's to come, which is we're going back to Penacony. And of course, I cannot wait for the next planet and for maybe it might be Benzaitengoku, whatever it's called. Can't wait. And I guess we'll be getting what is it? Not Remembrance Trailblazer. We'll be getting Elation Trailblazer maybe in the future. And of course, I'm sure we're going to be meeting Sparkle again from the post credit cutscene that we had. In any case, I think that's about it from me. Not much to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this epilogue and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Double up a dead road cheddar. L to the J, say stay laced, cause my call me Royal Flush, and I'm the ace.